Hi, I'm Jerome Murdoch, and welcome to the show. Today we have Joyce Alexander, and she is joining us today, and she'll be talking about a subject that everybody here has experienced, I'm sure, headaches.
Hello.
Thanks so much for coming.
Thank you so much for having me on your show. I'm
Absolutely.
very excited about it. Thank you.
Good. I am super excited too, and have a bunch of questions. So let me just go ahead and start with them. Headaches.
Yes.
Big issue. How does that relate to, say, somebody's stress level?
Headaches. Well, first thing is when someone has a headache, they should see a doctor just to make sure that it's not physical. Okay. Then there's so many different people who have headaches that are related to stress, that's related to something psychological. Sometimes it's just a way that the body decompresses. It's a way the body just takes care of themselves. You know, so many times in life people push, push, push. They do so many things and they try to accomplish more than they can, or they let life take over. And then they just, you know, shrink down, and then it's like their body needs to just, you know, do something to take care of themselves. So a headache sometimes is what the body does to take care of themselves. However, it's not the only thing that they have. They have other physical injuries and stuff that goes with it.
Okay.
And one of the things that I did is I started doing actually this technique when I was about 7 years old, believe it or not.
Really? 7?
Yeah.
Wow.
You know, I just thought everyone did it. And people would have headaches, and I would just say, well, why don't you just close your eyes? And it's a guided imagery, which is sort of like hypnosis, and it just calms you and relaxes you. And I speak through an entire session of just relaxing, and I have you take all the different things that stress you out and put it in a rock and break it and break it. And all the things that give you headaches, all the things that you just put together and you think about, you get to put it in the rock and then release it. And it's been amazing, the results I got. I was doing this for everybody, and I never thought it was anything.
Wow. Okay, so in this rock you're talking about, this is like a imaginary rock, or like, do you actually have something that people...
No, it's an imaginary rock, and you get a magic hammer, and you get to break it, and you get to scream, curse, whatever you need to, but you get rid of it. So you don't have to carry it anymore. You can actually get it out of you.
I see. Okay. Excellent. That's a wonderful imagery. I can see kind of just breaking that stone and releasing, you know, all of that tension, and just being able to break away that heavy weight that's either on your shoulders or on your mind. And I could see where that sort of goes together.
Absolutely. And, you know, when I was, I have a master's in psychology, and I also have I'm a master practitioner of NLP, hypnotherapy, as well as other different things. And I live between California and London. And I've just noticed all these different people from all over the world having the same problem with headaches, and they don't know how to release it. And while I was doing my studies, I was a pre-med major. And the study and the intensity of all the different times that we had to, you know, basically eat, live, and breathe biology or something. And one of the girls in the class had such a bad headache. And this other one said, I'm going to go down the stairs and get some aspirin. I said, I tell you what, let me try something. If it doesn't get rid of it by the time she comes up, take the aspirin. And I got rid of her headache in less than 5 minutes.
Are you kidding?
No.
Okay, wait a minute. Well, so does this work on all headaches?
It doesn't work on all headaches, but it works on a lot of headaches. And a lot of them that related to stress and related to something connected to something psychological. Because we don't always know what the person is thinking about or what's causing it. But the person and their innate intelligence does. So I just help them get in touch with that.
Okay. Interesting. And how easy is it to do, or how difficult is it to do, to get in touch with that, whatever it is? Because I'm sure it probably changes for different people and also for the same people, but at different times.
Yeah, the technique doesn't change, but the issues may change. And so the technique is quite simple. And you basically put on the CD right before you go to sleep, unlike the lullaby. And while you're going to sleep, instead of holding on to all these problems and working it through at night, and then you wake up and you have all that concerns, instead, you listen to the CD and I help you visualize. Even if you're sleeping, your unconscious does it. So then you have the optimum sleep. You wake up, you're relieved, you're happy, you're ready for the new day, and you go on. And most times people have just told me how great it is to get rid of their headache.
Now, is there a time that people seem to have headaches more often, or an event that tends to cause headaches?
Well, right now there's so much concern with the financial stresses in the world and how the economy is, and if they're going to have a job, or if they're, you know, their bills are higher than their income. So a lot of people are having difficulties knowing what's coming next.
Okay.
But what I keep on telling people is whatever's coming next doesn't matter in the fact of how you deal with it, because it's going to happen. The only thing you can control is how you react to it. That's all we have in this life. We can't control what happens. We only can control ourselves in a reaction to it. And my hope is to create programs to where people can listen to it and become a better person, create more of a win-win life, do more charity in life, and just be a happier, healthier person all around.
Okay. Now, is this something that's available right now? I mean, is this something that people can actually obtain from you, or? Absolutely.
My website is www.joycealexander.com. You can go to the website and you can actually, it's also connected to iTunes if you wanted to download it, as well as purchasing the CD. Would you like to see it?
I would love to see it.
Well, here it is. Thank you. It's a 24-minute headache relief.
Okay.
And it's also a great gift if you know somebody who's having headaches and they can't seem to get rid of it. That's a really, really nice gift to give someone.
Okay, now see, one thing that I know is that a lot of times people will do something that they don't necessarily want to do, like sitting in traffic. Mm-hmm. Okay, that might be a source of stress. That might give them a headache, possibly. Would this be good for that?
You should never listen to it when you're operating a motor vehicle. All my work is not therapy. All my work is done to help people reduce their issues, whatever that is at the time, or just help them have a more peaceful, relaxing life. It's made to be listened to while in bed in a safe place so that you can relax, but never ever to be used operating any motor vehicle.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, no, absolutely. Thank you. That's good to know. I mean, I would imagine everybody either has a CD player in their car now, or an MP3 player, yeah, an iPod on hand somewhere. And I was thinking that maybe that would be something that they would use. But I mean, that it sounds like would be the absolutely perfect thing to do to de-stress once you're out of traffic, once you get home, once you need to just relieve a little stress.
Well, you know, part of it is that some of it has to do with stress, but some of it is really related to something that is that's deeper, that's connected to the way that a person has, you know, they got the headache. It has to do with a lot of different things. Okay. And some, again, are, you know, physical. And if that's the case, that's why it's so important to see a doctor first. Get that cleared up. Is it, you know, is it medical? If it is, then you need to deal with it medically. Sure. If not, then there's other options, you know. And what's really great about this is that it helps you become aware. And that's what I hope to do, is help people have awareness, find out what their core issues are. Let's work down. You know, most people don't have many core issues, even though people think they do. They think they have all these problems, but they have all these problems. But they have core issues. Sometimes it's just 4 or 5. If you deal with the core, you work out the other stuff. And it makes life so much better. And what I'm hoping to do is help people raise their awareness of becoming in control of their own lives. Stop trying to control others. It doesn't work. It never will. It's, you know, it really is about creating the life where you're able to give more and understand and receive and respect one another. And when you start having more simple life and a more calm life, you actually get rid of stuff like headaches.
Wow, it sounds like a recipe for success to me.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, thank you so much, Joyce. Really
Thank
appreciate
you.
you being here. And thank you very much for joining us. I hope that you're able to take away something of value, and we would look forward to seeing you very, very soon.
Thank you.